legal life. And then you were very, very important people were here, and as persons were here. One, Bakuye, Honorable Davis, Ansah Opoku. We are MP for Mpraeso, Eastern region. We are welcome.
That's brave, everyone.
We who had that.
Sapepe, Miso Matthew Mega, Matia, and many JB said, Miss Mabamu Studios has a ya. Yane Ghana for bidding come until Madame Sessa Motun Safre.
Yes, that was saying. Now, Ansah Opoku, a cheerful baby, you know, almost looking forward to you. Nanadu Nima, Baumia Nima, Gabi Nima, Omina Nima, until yes or no, they say Ghana community welcome you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was to say, your friend also know what you mean your time.
Yes, that's
thank you. And after you were Mr. Fiifi Boafo, we're head of public affairs for COCOBOD. And so, when you Mr. Fiifi Boafo, welcome.
Thank you. But as I said, the honorable member of parliament, can you know? Emma was Mama Yasa when you say, a bush of funny and yanum, EBD in Kita when you may. So that's for the opportunity.
So the American say Ghana community, Omote say Obano, only honorable Obano, Omu looking forward, Omu questions be brave. Omu say Omu Busamone about Ghana, here my Ghana. Now, you for UK ha, and then be brave contact me. No Omu so Omu say, a dear encourage him, Emma Muko into politics. Because Kolani mi wa obi wo kra o ma menum kra na so papa no mi parents no ntimi nkyere no Ghana se be sitie enti o pese o mo che kakra what encourage you mo call politics because o mo hu advert bebre okro about program ayeye enti Kolani mi wa na we afre me youth no in particular the way afre me you know e dey na mo call into politics o mo pese o mo hu and after o betima mo background information kakra about you know what encouraged you to go into politics anyway. Kakra, they lead you growing up on Kakra.
Yeah. But that's be brave. Say politics, ye ka politics are. Say be obia a politician. And then when osora no pano. Who say wa be interview omega no. Decision to even wear a suit.
Yes.
To wear a black tie, a white shirt makes you a politician. Because your ability to decide, I mean, and also to take a decision, you know. Politics, no, you go the deal be you go bo Australia boy assassin, or the Adam, any if a buy, you know.
Almost can no make a cry about yourself
yes.
As well. Your background.
Yes. Mono, they took a decision. So at that point, not politics cry and to be a politician. Na you can't Ghana politics kakra ya no and say ya need the kakra sa those days in Penifo Corally I would draw Manchak Buena and in Dafa Park ne park I would draw main rallies ni na ni Ekobie but the right invested in politics no ebe the year bra koye Tescon ka Tescon and only MPP Mebunu Ekua ewo investors ahodo nyina no chena mu ne de be Tescom president 2008 na me Tescom president for University of Cape Coast. Okay. A school no the service for parliament then we took a decision say the amanyo semno be see ni so ne aboa amagana apeja nti ne na mu ye djuma party office ne ye AFAG Alliance for Accountable Governance. Sa kakra sa na Nyankopon adomo ene yenya kwanya se yenkotra ma hyebedwam na yenkasa ma Mpraeso mpeso so enti no ade a umfiti prekupen koduru pempesuo bi e was what me develop interest na ba na nipa ne bebre o enye se Ghana pe se wo UK na o ye mabunu na opeso ye Ghana politics MPP say your branch kesia wa hasia chairman odano your friend pani organizer I friend in Richmond ono na oyɛ ne politics ɛwɔ UK ha say penifo bi te sɛ honorable Michael Ansah a no yɛ former chairman ono nso sisi wɔ Ghana a ɔda dwumako kɛse ano a ono nso yɛ n'adwuma saa na enuanom kuma ne ɛyɛ a wɔn nyinaa ɛfa through honorable Eugene entry and then a member of parliament no a secretary branch secretary ɛwɔ ha say nti odo ho join ɛwɔ ha say ya and also etimi epia ho ɛma wo kɔ w'anim.
Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Mr. Boafo, what do you mean?
Well, the question about politics, so the OPK kind of, your mind teacher, and or mind teacher, so you won't conform because they are passive about it. Oh, yama ibinimu any kind, na yechi, na yamwa, and she said, Yebeko. Me also I would two on what says, that here they are, and you mention no, but they make too much watch, say between your boy. In my case, I started. Juma we be my major part of my adult life from 2002 at University of Mines and Technology. I worked with the campus radio station, was Dynamite FM. I worked another radio station, also then in Takwa, Space FM. And I've been bar at Dome FM in 2005 as a morning show host for Dome FM to 2007, 2008. Then I hosted a morning show on Adom FM, Oman FM, till 2017, where I joined COCOBOD as the manager at the office of the chief executive. The honorable chief executive, Honorable Jose Boafo, will take you over as the chief executive. And he felt, we'll be here, memoir, to work with him as the manager of his secretariat. So I moved. We could do on a Sunday additional responsibility to head the public affairs department because of my background, experience, exposure. But yeah, can't a mebuna semino. Bibiano said opiki kind. A be here ama wankasa, a kind or pepa or pesa wode. Se uni or peno and answer wow, who say opesa we bibia. Se ye show crana unjumi. And I said, said obey no crown and cause the wash. She said, when your papa say na me person and you get other people to also mentor you and guide you along the way. Is that say penny for the kind yes a penny only she crown or abachen bet me actual high funny say we yen say and also say cognitive learning. We did do much no we do that say no why yen say once we do so, given the opportunity. Now, if you want to me, I say, it's a no net to me about. I am brand of one. No, what artists so media politics? They made them in politics. So media politics. They said your media politics. No, me no. It's like yeah, the busunya eja padia BBC wo. Yeah, babeche. Yeah, babeche busunya eja padia no. Osi omi dem me park so. O buy no na ya tama busunya eja padia no dia ko show obi nsa. Na ba ni say. Osi o na say me dem muye meeting na me ni ha say. That meeting took the decision. When you see Gina, you say, Ejapade no, say near the bay. It is a ye chebus in Ejapade. Nasa Okasa media mempati na mempebua. The others would take the decision and it would affect you. Yeah, and confocus, oh, you won't confer attention. Oh, so when you come back to me, and come back to my you must first offer yourself. That when they say, Wono, why a crowd? You are prepared to do something. It is a pada. You don't want to know. It will be difficult for you to be pulled along. Say, Brabesin Kokoye we say. The politicians as they move along.
To message for Ghanaian youth, I will chroma.
And
Get involved.
Get involved. One of the MPP formal executives, or a deputy chief executive in charge of finance and administration at my office, Mr. Emmanuel Riankra. He was a member of the party. He's a finance person. Opportunity better COCOBOD, say a deputy chief executive in charge of finance and admin. Then they realized, they said, oh, you will need pass what party in UK. Debate me a cofano at another. You won't conform with UK. You have the expertise. But there must be something that will get you introduced. So, Odo Hok Shemua, any na yako beino wapada
So there's a need for you to identify, and based on that, you'll be identified to play a role.
Yeah, that's. Now, a lot has been said about Fix the Country. Fix the Country. Matthew, who has some brave. Now, at the end, I buy about complaints about Fix the Country.
Well,
and some of the complaints no more you know better make can be about what the people are unhappy about. I know say youth unemployment is one of them.
Well,
petrol prices is another one. And they talk about the economy.
Well, so because it fix the country, I think it's a fear nine biano. The Abanshe, a particular party led by a presidential candidate. Now or no, the mandate in itself fix the country. No, see a tea, the bia ye presi benya bibi. Nti da obunya ejumamo salary will be increased. No, the next moment you're looking at how best the next time ye kasi bia ye competition bia ba na bia ba yen to akatu mu you still would want to benefit. Nti sana ewiase akoye abiri bia ye presi benya bibi. Na obi ba no se fix the country enu nti na e de MPP abamba in 2016 enu nti na Ghana for san koto abama MPP aban in 2020 and to fix the country you become that is the mandate of the government na so dey say niema enye o Ghana no obe fix nti say obi ba no se bia adwuma sem nye fix the country abaya so dey say obe fix the country nti in terms of unemployment issues unemployment na a major issue. In fact, Ansah na MPP ba ni oku bi o Ghana, the friend of the Unemployed Youth Association of Ghana.
Graduates.
Unemployed Graduates of Ghana, Association of Ghana. Na MPP ba ya ni hu say ze ni titu ni mrantie ni mabawa akọ university ni polytechnics awodra and then on tifia on any adwuma. Enti in areas of unemployment, they are buying here and say they introduce a DBA friend in NAPCO. And then NAPCO no are creating over 100,000 jobs for the youth.
The youth are still complaining.
Well, you see, and I say
NAPCO has been said from first 4 years.
Yes.
But you say they are not creating any jobs, and I say
well, the reality is that I creating 100,000 jobs at NAPCO. In fact, every month the government spends 700 million cedis to pay salaries of NAPCO trainees. And then you know when you can 100,000 continues to be on government payrolls and Caneno one in ye. They are Tosumino.
Mpraeso.
Yes.
NAPCO I help you that
oh, and the Mpraeso. Remember why I only on the schools. A be health services, a be administrative issues, a be revenue collection, and then your money now, and NAPCO and Abwa. And then abide by under forestry in Kwan. You employ over 70,000 young people. And no, you hear qualification be a forestation program. No, a buying 80 million employees, some branching in Mabawaya, at least every month be an Omunya be big crack at the common. It's all part of fixing the country. Abuying by just
street campaign so
well and over UK
a lot of youth complain to me say
over UK people are complaining of unemployment. People are complaining of not having a place to sleep. People are still complaining, and that is why there is government. So that's it. So government's efforts when say a brand new yen solve problems. Say can get problems ebe wo ha nka 4 years be yen to aba. And Jabaya should say Abribiana also finding innovative ways of waiting media. So just last 2 weeks, I mean there's also free Ghana by Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Finance. One man also say you 11,000 young people into the various forces. Police for babym, immigration for babym, fire service for babym, prison for babym. We know the ways
almost collective forms or banks near the police
okay. So it clearly shows a buying to create a employment. Aside that, I want to better Ghana for so COVID. A buying and say, Nipa do the baby or woman no, almost the end say, you be pay a buying Giovanni. It be only in San Numa. It's a COVID buy a buying per coin so Emma over 100,000 for small loans. A binya 2,000, a binya 1,000, based on a presentation obey to government. It is support.
The people aware of this thing who can buy loan or they
but it's the people that enjoy it. It's the people that benefit from it.
And I say MPP.
No.
MPP enjoy.
Yeah, my main country end this time no. I can see employment to security services. Now you're online. MPP buy be online. Two bisa mranche de mamba wa okoswa.
Na omo mutimi read there. Omo read there.
Oh, na
online.
Na za dey there. Untumi read there, untumi go police.
And immigration.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about police
yes.
immigration, not general.
Bye nyama nyina no you see be digitalization. We are expanding, we are creating opportunities for everybody, equal opportunity. It ukoswa yes so height here then also 5.3 say what they say also maybe 20 say natural qualified to the next stage. And no you don't need any middleman, you don't need any politician, you don't need any pastor, you don't need any big man to say me what fascinating funny film. Just the computerized system no. Once you provide the information, you are qualified to the next stage. 11,000 young people will be employed during COVID. It is not happening in the UK. It is not happening in the US. It is happening in Ghana. It tells you how innovative the government of Ghana is in trying to solve some of the many challenges.
But how then, street, despite all this effort, say that still they need help.
You see, you're funny free, and on a bet saying answer to Asimbisa will be saying if free baby bar Nanka. Instead of drawing we're into agriculture. You queer. Now, a mebundu drawing preference and now the omopese omoyeno. Assessor. The drawing couscous. I will share Kofa Kano and Komuye University. Now the two Nipe universities who are Ghana Nanka Yewo, KNUST, Legon, UCC, UDS. Other satellite campuses are bar up, and the private universities alone are Ghana no. A lot of them. We need figure no, but a dozen power. Akwadebia na Wako University every. The expectation is ope tie. Edumaye Bruni Juma said the economy. Until now, the people on the job market no, are increasing. Ye were commensurate opportunities ewo sabriyana debi but obi say enti enya bia na aban apada eno na honorable yi question na no ye gitumu say yenya nyuma dodo a ebeso obi a opadwuma eso nanso aban ne mpa naaye otu anamo nemum anamontuo ne enkonkoduru mpempenso a yes, no. You talked about this, but maybe I'm here. Within 2018-2019, Ghana COCOBOD alone, Efa Mebuna, Oma Kwakosuya Agrek Wunindia, 1,400 as extension officers. So extension officers, no. The Omo Babe Yane say, Omo Babe Boa, Emekuya for Ejumano Moyeno, Etumia Koso. Because you see, se wo si gina ye bia se gina ye na wo si no wo si gina ye say wo dey solve the general problem a wo no. Now you take a decision to employ extension officers nti kwani ananko no nko adwuma na bɔ ne so ohunu se de obeye no afi wanya krache oba beboa no o kyerɛkyerɛ ne niema nti amakwani no n'ani agye adwuma ne ho se obetumi aye adwuma no afi wo wi a abaya nhyehyɛ se akwani ne ba no Yaman enku school when you free access to education at the secondary level or your technical education Yaman entity no aban etu anamo se obie yuma ye sure say what one district one factory this one district one factory no ye produce the raw materials ye dey be feed
one district one factory in your view is working because there's a lot of complaints cost
may answer a complaint question about complaint Abai or building factories. At the same time, no, his processes so set or the air bois
or building factory no here. Say okay, Abai building factories.
So may you question now because what is that two questions at the same time?
And then there was a previous question. By the time I may be answering, no, I will answer all your questions. Okay. Into the process of building some mebuna, onu betumi ababe juma in those factories, no, koso. The process of say yes, setting up factories, no, so koso. You ask the question, say factories, no, koso wehin. President. Say yeah, President Koto, we are in the tour of Volta region and saying yeah. Of Volta region, no. There were a number of factories are commissioned here. I don't have the data.
Almost say President commission, but then they don't see no action.
That's not the case.
So far, the data has it that over 104 companies have been set up. 104 companies have been set up out that one district, one factory. It is evident that Ghanaian people say it.
There's one company, fruit juice, and one of the things I made personally, I had a
fruit
problem
with. A Gabi kind of
No, but
we see about me our
okay, so
fruit juice.
Let me say,
apart from fruit juice.
There's a cassava factory, our President Cocoa Commission in Ansah in Volta region. There are different factories, but the bottom line is saying there's a means here for us to solve the general problem of unemployment. Because sometimes, only nkofwa omoye edwumawura no e kasa. Obemo atiase say even though nipa no akusku ewie, but the skill set okura na ode fa na edwumanim no. Sometimes I are adding. So you need to better prepare them.
Say one district, one factory. And your government na set here because they have to get a loan from the bank and to do their own business. So what is the role of the government here?
The government is to facilitate business. There's no government business
to create factories.
To start up factories.
So why is the government saying only creating one district, one factory?
You see, Mebo, when was the last time? Mebo, when was the last time I would say UK government AC factories?
But UK government.
The question is not when was the last time a UK government created factories? It is the
privatization.
Government. So the government business is to say. No. What government has said, and it say, or then she share to a kwemwa a bit to me a bois, maya yin free juma, because government priority.
So why don't the government give it to the banks to do it? Because it's
like because a bank giving a loan. It is not the business of it is not the business of banks to set up a factory. Bank a bobesia. So it's a chain. Obia when you roll or play. Obi asudie 1 second. And it say Obi provide raw materials. Obi asudie and it's Obi provide financing. Obi the and Obi provide electricity. Obi the and Obi yakwan. It's a whole chain. So if you assume say a buy asudie say a buy the back companies ni na, then where lies the opportunity for you as a businessman, as an entrepreneur?
Me meet a lot of people almost say omukura call bank no you say chire omu wo ejapade bia odiba be sia wansa na bank na mo loan under one district one factory
obani in as much as a bank boa wo say obetumi anya akwanya e dia yemfiri dwuma no you must as an individual entrepreneur obi a wo pepa se wo pese wo ye dwuma no wo chire se ade na wo ye no it is viable because abansi ye mi dwuma. Until all of a sudden, my band person may be a juma. What did they about? So, maybe my dream person be a studio. It doesn't work like that. You must justify the entire ube to me and yasa kwenyano. Because as a businessman, you must have a workable business plan that can give you results. Enti shireme yengu say when I way because you see under one district, one factory, Bosia Omubon and the support they give, it is different from Obia. Ankra person or juma no wako bank say okwakwaje. There's the interest on it is less.
Yet here for no say but we in 2014 say a commentate on the continuous depreciation of the cedi and I for say when the fundamentals are weaker the exchange rate will expose you. One person who say could the government agree say he is struggling with the exchange rate.
You see, I've heard a lot of people argue about
this current moment.
September. My more example. In last year, around the same time, now me $1 $6 cities.
Yeah, man.
last year.
Last year, yes.
With $1.
Oh, by you say what's the size car buy?
Tell me a question now. 6 cities. And maybe recently. No, some sound $2.
I had just over here pound.
Okay, I had maybe some pounds.
Once.
Then we say bam.
And I was a pound.
You see,
say, oh, I said, Zika 7
it is 5.87. Meaning last year, the cost of the dollar and now the cost of the dollar is not even gone up. It's rather gone down. It is not a case. But if you generalize it, and of course, I don't want to get into the pound argument. But here in answer, in the international business, the yardstick for measuring is the dollar.
I tell for no pursue who say. Will the government agree say now no?
What has been the rate? You see, to answer your question, what has been the rate of depreciation in our history? And then say the young fatu one and I see BC and once a month. We see
current living now. No. The way people live now.
What has been the rate of depreciation? Kano.
Petrol prices.
You are free back one. Chemwa. Afeno, you see need to depreciate 24%, 15%. Is it the same today?
No.
It is not. But you see, Sawunyaka said, last year in 2016, it was 5.4. It's 5.7 now. No bisa won say, Ansah Opoku some Mpraeso. What was the rate of depreciation? You realize that the same trend proud to Dr. Baumia and by now you come eight.
The man say Nishia traders bebre ewo Ghana Kumasi and Nkran. Bebre so mutimi nko enkoto no ma bi because so okọ no koto ade a oba no beton a by the time obesa success can then they pass nyina akọ until they don't see the need for them to go.
And in which era? That's the point. I mean, we have explained to you, say, after last year, CD was selling at 6 cities. And now you can say, CD is still selling at 6 cities. And the CD, etimi kwa naba, ekosra naba, ekosra naba. You see, and one of the things you also must appreciate is one of the you cannot blame it squarely on the CD, the depreciation of the CD. No, China, any most of the major factories are closely down. Afena on baby, into the phone to me. And then we get the Nina, audience obeko alata de bia. And then borders Nigeria, between Ghana and Nigeria, Togo borders na ya close. It get the phone to me. And that's one of the major concerns.
Yeah. Container, movements of containers has been one major concern they make before. And Yama bo a cost pa. It is a no can. And yet because I buy a regulated CD, say I could yan but generally say I conclude and Yama but what has been the actual cost? The actual cost, they say, container movements. And the extra cost are about because Kano and the man could be up from China and they buy Ghana. Nanka cost to say any pakrono because of container movement and its effect on the 24th of the movement. Yaman, a man Yaman cost. But who blame
the country? No, Ama.
So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Bisa say. A buying a mass how they buy Yana. And you're buying the money. You see, there are externalities in business. And no, it is not you. And you because where to me I can say, and sorry, I make a suit. But we are buggy suit in Franco. It is not your design, say, a real BSR. San will be the job. And yet the whole penny say, COVID, Beba, near Becca said, and now Kwaku Digan, Okwako said they will never do. And San, a typical
example, or say, or car with UK, or so they call Ghana. Now, no car, no, they call. Car no 2011
UK car you to me to Ghana
so omo change free right to left and then we go so omo no Ghana which has been going on and say mo ye na mo what is going on. It could be the cause of accident. Anyway, nipa no say now no the car no kono. The car no ahano ye value. The car is worth £4,000. Due to your in Ghana is almost at £4,000. Or say I work out almost or any chances no more. And you better me find out if ama obi wo ha no obi bi kura no person o de be fia ontimi ma one and two traders no this has resulted in so okọ China obefa cheaper version of goods rather than quality until I say junk and you be damp probu your so you kromo. See
the question about say duty car uchiwa ha say duty e utua ene o de ko Ghana ya be ya you ha say ne afi ye hwe we park baby a wo park ne enye bia no wo park wo ho a wo betua
yes
ya na
parking disturbing okroma
Ghana ye ni sa hawo no inti taxation ye wo kwan ahodo a ye fa so e de geto o Accra wo betumi akwa Accra Central untua tax aha say se wunya akọ Central wunim taxes a ubetua
emission
and you see
apart from emission you know your congestion zone say be alco city a ubetua
enti sa taxes na u yusu car ne wa ha sa taxes a ubetua no it's a way of raising revenue near the ayedwuma wo kromase Ghana so okwa uni sa extra cost na obekwa kutua nti sa duty na wutua no is a way of raising revenue said the be bo
man go back to parliament my
no you see
we method no yes and innocent people are paying for other people
opening yefa boat and then say ya boat there one catch say ene car bi wo ye ton £2,000 or this is here opekro bet menya car we ton £500 e London ene because gradually, you know, the government is fading out petrol cars and they are introducing electric cars.
Yes.
In Petrol,
diesel
crowd or banning this crowd. Now, he says, na okoje petrol car na afimu nyina no taxes are obetua or take it in my aima be £9,000. £9,000 on a £3,000 car. In Ghana, that's not the case. Because
taxes are with you.
Taxes are. Oh, according to no the Juma or
no.
What is that? Okay, will be the catch there. Yes, you also okay.
Driver.
Where's a driver? Both driver.
Both drivers.
Yeah, or I said that or exaggerate.
We also as you said
almost exaggeration. But you see, the reality is that the Fiifi kind, you know, yeah, no. You need proper addressing system, unlike UK. I ne afeni senior ne say uko park o baby krana government etimi pick o car number just car number plate adebechi ni abro be ye kromo no be say ni ho. So we find another means to raise revenue.
So pilot scheme no about cameras na book room. What is the purpose of that?
No, it's for security. Yes.
Okay.
It is purposely meant for security. But you see what you also
cameras use different methods of getting revenue.
Proposal now what they call Ministry of
because the way I normally see I don't think it's in the best interest of the country. Because we are encouraging diasporas to come to Ghana. We are encouraging diasporas to come to Ghana.
Yeah. We are.
Now, nipa no hano so person de car ko Ghana. Taxes in no ntimi fanko. Or Germany obeso de ko America. Ebinim kura say ama o cars no credit me ka eyo habo because they don't have the money to take their car out.
Enkoma ayedi no eye o man chichire ni bi ene ye no. Adwen ohui no sebi eni ba ko fotri. Dabia nso bibi foforo eba insusu foforo edeba. So for example, they are working so ususu say you betumi afa kwan foforo so e de ageto.
Yes.
Essence say ye de beto duty so. Obi e wa adwen foforo but ye di nkomo no wo wa e wo asodie ene asede se omode ye adwuma no will definitely look at the various scenarios because Oko Ghana said you're working, you see a human hope. A buy some info can be some felipa and prim or ha dako ejuma was who to your wonka. As I buy a coffee can be so, looking the yesika, editia wonka. We say me kwanye. I say about me in yesika, no auditia sa a quina or yena, a hoka. And there's a need for us to continue having conversation. I bet me enya kwanya, you bet me the SCA how no ano. The enya won't say, afei ye di nkomo ana ye di nsusuye ba no those ibinum de adane atembidi no de adane sebe empuatwa enom ne ade e o man ne akikire menyi ni se
UK ade mu nhia bi se
menyi ni se obi wo ho a ye de asodie di ama no se omu oman a ono ne de ne de open so oman ne be se e bi entesa de ohwehwe ne se bitumi akwanim enti se esu
but nipa no se de okan de ohwehwe ene se man ne be kwanim
okay
but although the person may have the position, do they have the skills to make a minor economy?
Yeah, you see.
A big question.
One of the things
because the parliamentary position, you know, but our skills to make it.
It is subjective.
Well,
it is subjective in the sense that we sometimes also assume, say, enkofwa ebu omai and I say enkofwa edi ejumasho omansano because of politics.
We trust them.
Because of politics.
Yeah, the GDA show say Yamano Abaya Manipus Obitima in Ejuma. But do they actually have the skills?
Do you have any reason to question them?
Because Obi Ebahi, Mianga Sami driver Kumasi to Accra. No one in the car. Now me drive will be free and crime because Kumasi. The amount of accident me our Accra road no. In fact, me swing. Name me Rahopa. Maybe okra me timi gina na me vie videos ne ade accidents police on the road the bribe just omo jeji ska media mentwa bi because omo nti no kra no ti make sure say my test aje me
what I'm trying to say is why na omo job bribe no o de we
the passenger
but na so okwan ni so
me okwan so me gina
I don't think I would mind
omo bribe or passengers or
me dey say me ntwa bribe because I'm a citizen and me no my not to say bribe no I will never pay bribe to anyone but the question is this
I don't think na would be because you see me now na money
but bribery and corruption so but then what I'm trying to say to you is say cars e wo road no so e bi kura new road worth and these cars are on the road. What is the government doing about it? These cars are on the road and they are not roadworthy. Who be the car crowd yam show? Oh, ba kwachi ba we say me hu bia na Accra road was akwa share corner no so baby. What is the government doing? Is one who is in charge of making sure say these cars are roadworthy in terms of safety of people no omuload no ye. So be okra is here call Mali. If you am to stop no kasa o kaga na kasa ka na say what is happening here?
See, the reality is that in Oba UK, there are big cars that ply the road.
They don't go on the road certain times.
No,
they
yes.
don't let them go.
But you see, Kumasikwaya it's a major
highway. Go through baby other police action.
Kumasikwaya a major highway. Of course, I mean, Obia wabefa the cars are eba befa nyama from Temahabo and they are called Burkina Faso. No? These will be huge cars. In London, you won't see them because.
But any safe. Oh, the normal overload of goods.
But you see, and I like how you are putting your questions. But the reality is that Ghana no and say yes how. See, sometimes the impression is created say nyama agency. When you are on the stretch. I mean, I've seen police people stop vehicles. They check them.
But the car beating me free. And you Hong Kong, even in the city. Ashtown, Nami drive. In the middle of the road. In the middle of the road. Between the junction of free Ashtown, I will enter Alaba. And I'm saying this that say I'm Modebako.
That can I
road no. In Fiifi Pagata. Daddy na kata so na free so until udru so wa obetom
those are some of the excesses and it's all part of some of the insecurities are and Bobaka crack. Bona Mranche be on office. Because you see, there's no way government will put up rules without protecting those gutters. It is adhere to adhere betchino be akuri adhere no okonane akoton. That is a major challenge. A way you come and gradually.
Can something else be done without using that idea?
Oh, but I mean,
say alternative. It's in American about skills, taking the positions and skills. What alternative strategy is coming in to make a difference for the community?
See, taking the positions and skills. We talked about Emmanuel Ankra. This is somebody who has been a finance person, is dealt with major banks in the United Kingdom. Due to his skills, I'm not too sure that President Akufo-Addo would give a job to somebody to do without the requisite skills. I mean, for CV,
do you think, sir,
and it is based on your CV.
Okay, make us say when we say Bank of England, they employ the governor of Bank of England from Canada sometime at a point to bring the skills to change all the things. Why don't we as a country adopt a system whereby skills areas now, if they are struggled over the years from 1957, for example, the roads is one of them. The roads is one of them. Why don't we bring someone in, somebody different? And Canada, American, a lot of them have great skills. They can do a work just like how Ghanaians.
And that is why in the wisdom of the government, a lot of our people in the UK are being employed.
They cannot take certain positions in Ghana.
Why can't they take certain positions? Which of the positions can they take?
They can't.
Which of the positions?
They say why? Let me take any position. They are, as long as we are affiliated to, for example, Conservative Party, you can get a position, irrespective of say who free Ghana. But it can't happen in Ghana. But
the real work doesn't happen it does not happen at the ministry.
No.
It happens at the agencies.
No, decision making.
And Oba National Communication Authority.
All the ministers are advised by the agencies, the expertise for decision making from the agencies. Of course, you say it's a policy decision if the ministerial level, but it's the agencies that advise government on policy. And I agree. I mean, point away and minimum comfort who are very strong, have strong views. War say, oh, yemma who can say, be a dual citizen, for example, obe to me, I hold certain positions. That conversation can continue. But as a man OPK can
he's an
advocate. He's a strong advocate. Say, I'll say a man who can so be a Ghanaian, Naso Okra, another citizenship. Yeah, man who can to hold some positions in Ghana, which currently the laws does not permit. But as it stands now, Bibi also interested and confor a war your own abuchri and a school abuchri and play any role in our governance structure. It is not true. Made them hear are buying education. And on daily basis, the people you interact with, the people you work with, are persons who trained outside Ghana. You will be the butcher our buyer, no, because I want to country, and now only they can't, ya can't casa now, suppose a Ghana casa in India, on Tibia, but you won't go for the Juma. But see, and yes, sir, a year obia a woman there before for pet any bit to me a year, a man a ye. Yes, we pan bet to me, Eddie Bibi, Ababeka, the old one, emanate to me a tumpon. But let us also not conclude. It's a bit difficult. It's not so palatable to say. But Mecca. Yeah, Yenyanoma, a war amanolino. Told answer attitude and how they perceive Nkofu feel. Yeah, then shut down. When you
say that, I say, yeah, I tear for
so, for example, Ubaba UK, who do he to? Let's me DQ. 2 hours, 3 hours, now the queue. What is any background every
now, you come when you
go through the
normal process.
What is any background? Every Ghana, every UK, New Ghana.
only 15 minutes ɛwɔ immigration queue ɛdi ɛso bi a ɛbɛ bɛ mi kurom ɛdi ɛnkurase nso kura ni na wɛdi ɛkyɛ and you ask yourself n'enye wo na wodi yi 2 hours ansa na wakɔ no and you ask yourself so what has changed trust me sɛ nkɔfo a ɛti UK sɛ ɔmo kokoduru Ghana ɛna nka kwan sɛbi ɛti sɛ sɛ deɛ mayɛ mi nsa yi ɛna ɔfam and I wonder how they would have reacted. I am not in any way suggesting say yeah man na ye ya ebetumi dia toto developed countries that have worked their system over the years. Then so ade no said the ubebu na bomfia ne obeto ho no and then lecture how the value you put on it and then to what extent our person we yan adwuma manage to gina yi. Enti yes our system is not perfect. Yes yeah man no enu pempen so a yepe nanso eni sasabe ye bunu abomfia e ka ne se eye ade tantan a je se wo de yehwe a enye yi
be se me kan we kan ho de o kan ya diaspora for our American be we UK Germany places like that the government is encouraging them to go back home. What are you doing with security? You are by I'll say because of armed robbery security issues you know for him to stay there we will have fear crime it's mean driving no.
Oh well, they can be rest assured that Ghana is more than secured a place to live in, and then I mean your security apparatus is up and doing. I mean I say new IGP enyano adwuma obo enye ketwa. But I can tell you if you are able to penetrate into our security system you would appreciate say we have one of the best form of securities in Ghana. I mean, Ghana is the safest place to live in West Africa. It's one of the safest places to work in Africa. And Volkswagen, Toyota, are deciding to come and set up in Ghana. It is because of our security and how the economy is being managed, how stable our security system is. But it is obiti now it still harbors some fear say or be fear baba ye juma omra it should be free, it should come home and work and the cost of doing business and I say the cost of doing business in Ghana gradually it is improving and then we call registrar general no person register company for everything is digitalized and we online obetimi akoye we tax system even say we person go through the free zones company bia the manufacturing company di ba eni niema ni nyina na aban wo kwan ye beboa etoda bebre nkofo mmisa eti onya sore ya na wato niema bi o so mba be adwuma Ghana but one of the just like war the most important factor in doing business is planning. If you don't plan, if you don't research, you cannot be a good businessman. And that is why government would want you to go and take a loan using your collateral and not just government money. And no, you are assured of sustenance. Maybe TA, so my could be 5 million, same you could be a factory, I will be crew. Now maybe a factory now, I will protect that 5 million. But that attitude of abaye duma, abaye sika, say ubo na ubi edinisa boom na ye. So I cannot tell you, and that's why for me, sir, one district, one factory, any companies I would do Juma springing up in Ghana, it will be sustained. It's because, and then it is not government who is driving it; it's the private sector. But government is providing the guarantee, the needed guarantee, to ensure say one be Juma. In terms of security, they are assured. In terms of doing business in Ghana, now Ghana is one of the best in the sub-Saharan Africa. Is there a
conflict between young Ghanaians and foreigners ever? Because we hear, for instance, Nigerians. Ghanaians are blaming them, say, there is a big conflict there. And secondly, they are also accusing them or alleging that criminals, excuse me to say, I'm using alleging. Say, they are blaming them. And some don't even want them there. It is like we're becoming anti-foreigners. What is the government doing to solve this problem?
The woman say what kind of concept of development in Puntu Air Kosono, adeɛ baako a mpuntuo de ba nso ne sɛ expose you to different people, different character, and different set of nkɔfoɔ. Sɛ me ne m'abusuafoɔ pɛ ne yɛte akura ase a yɛwɔ sɛdeɛ yɛatena ne sɛdeɛ yɛyɛ nneɛma. Afei yɛabɛbɛbie mining company for example ɛwɔ yɛ kurom hɔ. Obi firi baabi ɛna aba. Ɔde nteteɛ foforɔ, ɔde suban foforɔ, ɔde nneyɛ foforɔ ɛna de aba. Adeɛ question na baako na wobisa fa sɛ ɛnyɛ biara no asomdwe ɛwɔ Ghana no. Yɛwɔ nkɔfoɔ a ɛfiri aman foforɔ so a ɔmo a ɔmoyɛ adefoɔ no. Ɔte Ghana no ɔkɔ man foforɔ so kɔyɛ adwuma no ɔbɛbɛda Ghana. Saa nkɔfoɔ no ɛpere sɛ ɔmo bɛba Ghana. Ɛdɛn na ɛpam no afiri ne kurom hɔ no. Deɛ ɛpam no afiri ne kurom hɔ no nkɔfoɔ bi no so wɔ hɔ a mo sɛ asu ni bia.
But sɛ yɛtiefoɔ no bɛte deɛ ɔka no ɔmo te kuro foforɔ so.
Ɔman foforɔ so.
But ɔmo fa plane. No ɔmo bɛda Ghana. Hotel na kɛ so
wasa sɔrɔ. Ɔmo fie wɔ Ghana.
Top footballers Adebayo ne wɔn keka wɔn nyinaa ɔmo fie wɔ. Ɔmo nyinaa ɔfie wɔ Ghana.
Yɛwɔ musicians ne ade a ne fie wɔ Ghana. Ɔte Ghana hɔ na ne fie wɔ.
Debusuafoɔ nyinaa wɔ.
Debusuafoɔ ɔkɔyɛ adwuma wɔ Nigeria. Owia no wasan for play no aba Ghana because ɛhɔ yɛ safe. Ɛde ma no. Yɛwɔ nkɔfoɔ nso a ɔmo nso yɛsɛ ha deɛ ha dwoo enti yɛnkɔ na ɔmo di akyire bi ɛna de aba. Enti ɛde asodie abɛto yɛn so sɛ ɔman a wɔsi yɛtumi yɛ nneɛma a ɛno betumi aboa to deal with the security concerns. Na wɔka bibi sɛ wɔhu cameras sɛ ɛbobɔ kurom ɛne adeɛ baako a sɛ betumi it makes it easier. Ɛma ne nyɛ din pii maba mmɔfoɔ no sɛ so obi di bɔne a yɛntumi ɛnkye no. Nti ɛno ɛyɛ kwan baako a yɛmfa so. Nanka sɛ yɛyɛ nkoa na yɛdi eku a na yɛte mu wɔ deɛ a ɛnka saa bɔne ne saa nneɛma ne bi a sɛ ayɛ exposed to no ɛnka ɛni hɔ. But because yɛ man no pagya yɛ akɔnɔ yɛ fɛ sɛ nkɔfoɔ no bɛba ababɛtena mu no ɛde ɔhaw bi nso ɛde abrɛ nanso adamotuo no ɛkɔ so sɛ yɛbɛtumi ahwɛ. Aha sɛ yɛatie Brexit mu wura mu no yɛwɔ sɛ nti bi nti a Brexit ne baayɛ in the same situation ɛna Ghana nso adwadifoɔ no bi no mu ɛyɛ because yɛwɔ Ghanafoɔ ne kuromfoɔ kwawufoɔ nom ne ade a ɔmo yɛ businesses wɔ kanhyi nom ne ade no ɔmo sɛ nka bodwo adwuma deɛ ɛyɛ ne yɛyɛ sɛ nkɔfoɔ firi ama foforɔ so ɛɛba bɛgye sɛ adwuma no ɛde afiri yɛn nsɛm. It's the same situation you find in UK ɔmo hu ne sɛ because of the European Union nkɔfoɔ bi no kwan a taking some advantages from the United Kingdom, for which reason we should do the Brexit. We have all our challenges in different ways and forms, but there is a you see Jinaye near to Anamoa, a be year free Sahara.
Ghana for our label, excuse me to say, Nigerians. We are sorry, say my cancer as we at here for say because of research say most of the crime now you know almost some areas almost accused you say almost money. Now what they want to know is is there a system you bet me checks on people coming in to reduce the number of people they may almost work criminal record and not be going back home. Oh,
Ceciano, Ushe, Senior Fiifi, yeah, system no, the security is up and doing, and you know. I can also tell you that they are very wonderful Nigerians at Omo Ghana, Omo Boa, and then sorry I can say a war. I saw from Penifone be Nigeria for, and then Oba even enterprises in branching in Babawa or more they are into tech Neniamano. Omo collaborate with the Ghanaians to set up a. Just say F say there will be that collaboration. F say there will be a, and then Osha Ekowasa. Osha passport kita ni nyama nyina na visa free zone and to be able to be removed. That's how the system is. The most important thing is how are we also taking advantage of the Nigerian market? It is Nigeria for be go say of course and Osha Ghana mra a chepe face and we say foreign bia engaging in petty trading. And that is why nkofo work kan shi ni Rolling Spark and then would rise up and say they shouldn't do that. But how is the state and how are Ghanaians also taking advantage of the bigger markets? And then even a nyum cry bono. government and I say I should did the abide say we say finding ways of supporting our local musicians and local enterprises to be able to penetrate into the Nigerian market. Nigerian market is so
big, yes.
Once you enter into the Nigerian market, what break it through? So if they are coming here to engage in trading now, what are some of the things we can also do to get there? And that for me, the answer is the industrialization agenda. Ekosuno. Ebe kakra, ene eku juice aye numui. Ebe travel from Ghana, I could pay Togo, I could pay Nigeria.
So how is the government helping people to get involved?
Well, government is doing that, and I'm saying, a buying appointment, or my penny another drunk for appointment or yeah. We should trade ministry. A brand new trade has always had 2 deputies. And now my penny Eddie Bakwa Kahwa, or no need the NSA, or Boa international business trading in Yama. Eti and Minya Hebet Krapa, Juma Udieno, and they say, after Yakofaba Ghana, Yehundino, how will the local economy and as a local businessmen take advantage of that and also penetrate into other African countries? And I think gradually we are doing that. And Chebia Casa or Ghana, no. I have a talk, you'll be in 2 kinds of Dubai, and also Korea, and now Japan, Kotoka. You better assemble cars in our Ghana, and they will be transported through our ports to the various markets. So we should also look at how we are able to take advantage of their markets. If they are able to come here, we should be able to go there. I mean, so this fear of Nigerians, you know, yes, I mean, 1 or 2 cases here, you realize there may be but the reality is that at BBR, if there's a crime, now a different do more. Ghana for count. Then you boabone. So obi wa ha obi wa ha oni obi ti empotemu onim se sa ni pay there obra oboye nye bra papa oba anapa no ayi oda yumre enoko na djuma 12 am but Ghanaians won't report such on the TV but they won't report such people. Yes. And you know we are also encouraging report too. Say who be fish kromo say you know and obi obi krati wona ohun say akowe ni movement bachiri kakra obema police aba and say be our report to say but just for the state to find out what exactly you are doing now, the government should know and answer the government must be concerned about and on the boa security system you improve it. We should not fear the Nigerian penetrating into our market. We should rather take advantage of they coming here to also penetrate into their market in all spheres, entertainment, industry, even the skills, the labor market. We have Ghanaians are one issue there, and all Nigeria on bet me penetrating now 1 year on at the PBI. So we should be able to take advantage of their market and also do something.
Mental wait your answer so. When you say uko Ghana CCR, now say our COVID restrictions and the buyer. One of the biggest industry has so far education. They say you won't come free Ghana to do our school. United Kingdom has it. Uko Nigeria. Apart from Momo do Mumma, Eba universities, Ewa Manone has it. Do na no. Do omo pese se onya abrochi mfane banko dia eno the best school of Ghana. Both our state universities and our private universities omo biggest market Nigeria because in for free Nigeria and the best school Ghana. It tells you say of course our education system no better than your more anymore. Na kwenya so e di maye say you betumi revenue just like is free Ghana at the best school Hasino. But Nipa no we be a man say omre school after obeba no be desuba fufubi edi. It's an every opportunity has its attached threat possibly. Inti o share opportunity no na pe o share kwan abefa so you deal with the threat and say they watch it no. Aban no na na bambofo no na ya omutu ho na mo se bitumi a neutralize it.
Now, a tier for no back so as a bisabi, and the questions back a crack. But I say there is a big question mark on Ghana police, although Ghana government has appointed a new IGP. But police corruption and bribery, what is the plan to deal with it? Because, or should there be a reforms to change the way the policing in Ghana?
Is he minimum penny or is asking ya no so, and I would like to borrow the outcome. the perception say police for menkasa ma police.
Yes.
Inti I will not be in a position to say it here. But only the ninche more man say. The inti I cast a police for the bribe me na. And it's a omugina kwan so. And police bribery, you know, it's not about CID for Juma, it's not about narcotics, Juma, and any other, but it's about the MTTD, the Motor Traffic Division of the Police Force. Ujina kwan so, or your kwan baby jina ho. Yes, I had driver. No waje, 1 city, 2 city. Taxi no, ipa 3, 4, can drive at them. Omohu. Truck, and a bus. Ipa be 30, 40 at the bus. No more. So his argument, and they say, and yes, sir, is so widespread. But the end is say, and conform the acts now or more yellow. And also, they get exposed to a lot of people, even the omoyene, and it's a perceive, but be it as they all justify, say, and shut down you be brisa, name conform the door so no, the TBiano, and yet a paper. And I will see dealing with it. Opiki to me and Kase or Kasama police because only police for. But of course, it is the government policy. They say, yen so sa and yeman so. And into the new direction, they say, yen shen sa subino. And one, so what do we need the extra? Posifwa, yachiwo, nansen temse or medicine humano. Posim penifacturing so. Ebinum kura yi won adi to serve as a deterrent to nkaifo a se enkonkonko yesa ne sansa wo yesa emra no eni obedi nipa da se ni bia no uja na obeye bone nanso se ohun se asotwe bi ewo ho de mana eya ebon hu se obeye sa nti die ye ni da kwan ne se these new arrangements, these new interventions no eno be ma boa ema won a wodi se adwuma no ejai no omonto nkoso eni se adwuma no
na ana tie for back so aka krem na ye ono so pese ohun say we share the manifesto of MPP the things, the promises that has been made and the current state of the economy with the face the country now, do you think say it has been a challenge?
You see, the challenge with that is that MPP manifesto, I think say, since 1992, we have had, from 2016 to 2020, we have had the most ambitious manifesto, and we have delivered. We talked about free SHS, we delivered. We talked about NAPCO, we have delivered. Yeah, one district, one factory, yeah. One district, one dam, yeah. Supporting the local enterprises.
Yes,
yeah.
Is it working? Because
it is. I mean, nobody.
When you scored the about the line.
No, free SHS in Ghana.
Yeah, program.
No, it's not true.
Program about it.
I
will. No.
That's not free SHS.
That's NHIS.
NHIS, sorry.
NHS. Does it take
NHIS?
That's Ghana, but maybe it's also NHS. Does it foot every bill?
Every bill.
Every bill.
No, so we system no.
Yarabia is covered. I know say Ghana no NHIS na America, not free SHS.
Because I'm saying,
but what I'm saying is yeah, program about it. Even this person attended where Okowo hospital or we no need score the baby. They kept her and the baby.
I can tell you, say a warn in the Panakowo ya only NHIS card.
He has not registered.
Unregistered NHIS.
Only the ones who are registered.
Because NHIS delivery a cover. In the end, to me, must be cast or NHIS card or the hospital ko ya.
And you see,
yes, one person
only NHIS.
Or kidney problem or other problem.
Oh, only NHIS card. Now ko wa. Unyanyem ya. Ukoye NHIS card abayema. Just to be able to benefit from. And then oyare baby to say cancer. It drew a back cancer patients and the government they are to NHIS no so. You see, yeah, NHIS no is different
but
from NHS. Oh, as of 2019, I don't know me computer one come watch out. One major drug cancer patients use to bind their toswa. yeah NHIS no and some NHS no NHIS no to pay for bills of the people. Unlike NHIS no tickets for the hospitals, they are in charge of hospitals, they are in charge of doctors, and it's different. But gradually we'll get there.
American use a different system.
But I can tell you, say MPP are buying by a car, and this is for beja to one a ma scheme no anya kono. Ya be clear sa kan na ene hospital be no be me complain say I buying the car. 6 months, I bind the car 6 months, I bind the car 1 year, and then MPP are buying by ya class any money in a yen. So, in all sectors, education we have delivered. In health, we continue to deliver. And I'm saying you're buying Agenda 111 and I see 111 hospitals.
Double tracking, no? It's been done.
Well,
because a lot of parents complain.
It's fading out.
It's fading out. But you see, it's better say Akolabeko school and Opako area than say Onko school. I'm telling you, and then over 1.2 million students, young people, have benefited from FSHS free of charge. Akola kane no na ne mame entimi yes come funding cause secondary school no and I buy say ma wo phone worry akola na ba you feeding no 3 times a day or a board or a day student krana esa ma na eduane ewia ba ko e ka ho the uniform abayan tuya the books abayan fa the bibia oyebia abayan fa. It tells you how caring, how committed government is in delivering the promise.
1 second.
Okay.
Question I will be saying because when because I manage Ghana COCOBOD, it's very can be about manifesto promise. Ghana COCOBOD as at 2016-17, 2016. Now cocoa Ghana it produced was about 760,000 metric tons. The first promise, if you check agriculture cocoa sector of the MPP administration, was to reverse the downward trend of cocoa production. See between Yama cocoa producing as answer to me. You didn't come catch us a COCOBOD. I employ 1,400 staff. I Boafo farmers. Unim said a fear the diabetes is a cocoa year in September. Ghana recorded the highest ever cocoa production in the history of Ghana.
Wow.
About 1.04 million metric tons in our history. In the same COCOBOD, Yafa Emrantini Mabawa, they say insect ne pollinate cocoa no, ema cocoa no, it may sweet no. Insects ne swat into affected production. Yafa mebunu 30,000 maybe asa. So ni say jumano. Yakaso Ghana the equiano edin a brewum now under COCOBOD. Ya tom filia 100,000. It me the mechanized one. The pimpa cocoa made ye pruning into a new suit quantity no quite fast one near the yes sir. Any yam no case you won't feel or Ghana cocoa for to the door. If we say and yes all the sick kind pet and I would be better. This has been given to cocoa farmers. Wouldn't say COCOBOD a electronic system. It taking the database of every cocoa farmer and in the full. Based on that, you bet me actually so what focus here. Fertilizer saying here. A draw say na here near the Abuasa cocoa no e mane tumi aye na adwuma eno da nchen one major challenge pa na for FAC and am go super FAC sisi a ene so oye adwuma na ontumi nye bosia denti no ontumi nye bosia oni any record say the adwuma oye no eco bank enti sika onya every year ni yetumi atua neka because of our database system aye ba be yenti no you betumi track cocoa production over the years and based on that COCOBOD can serve as a guarantor. A GMU di amount. What me aje bosia e dia enkoba ne say ye ba bebu. E free October ya no. And she share ba be ye adwuma Ghana cocoa akuafo okọ pension na. Ye be man pension. Just like people in the friend say public service omo enjoy. So these are clear indications say yantina de nanka
the what living income differential.
Ghana nanka we are seeing no mebo o ka bi ni permit mu we are seeing na wuton cocoa a futures market dey ton cocoa futures market dey ton cocoa no e wo ebo a ono ne dey mawo because of sabin konfo a wonim die and the president vision and direction said munye say na no tumi abo to improve the revenue of cocoa farmers city yɛtumi negotiate a it is just between Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire cocoa a ton on the futures market no what when your futures price na wie no there's extra $400 every ton of cocoa you try to Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire alone
being done to help the standard of living that kind of industry cocoa
okay.
industry
So for
because most of them no drinking water one and poor housing living condition
roots say.
So what is the government doing to help this area of work?
Adwuma me wo adwuma wo ye aban nsi dan ema me aban nsi dan ma
so support
me ba be yi wa no wakatua wunya no ana wo income wunya no na wo de eto nsuo na wo de si dan it is a kwani no waboa no ma adwuma oye no etunya pagya eboa se kwani no ma afeso opese osi dan a obetumi asi a decent house e de amane ho na me de yem fato afia etwem last year kokwa ete ene saa afia ya yewo me kokwa ya te no se ubu akonta production because of increase aba no enkesika akuafo benya no afia etwem no wo de saa afia de ka ho akuafo income increase about 2.8 billion Ghana cedis extra says kan ko akuafo na me ne kwani bi nkomo owo asenfusu I say what 460 bags a year. A bag be also 660 Ghana cedis. Or multiply 460 by 660. It tells you sika say kwani betumi ya. Ade ba ko ya over the years ne say yesusu say oh fesika no. I was aban ko si dan mekuafo, aban ko tonsuo mekuafo. Last me meeting bi wo US. And they were saying so yenya card emfama kuku akuafo na me say yenya hospital card makuku akuafo say that is what we've done over the years trying to create the impression that said akuafo enyim ye ma omo entisika na instead say betumi raise enough revenue e dia makuani no no nkasa tumi apagya na setene mu no we assume and arrogate the power to ourselves to say oh ye we ma no fa bibi ketua bi man ono so ni sika ni mu enye du because am sika mu ye du a enye ona abeka kire me say fa oba no ekom X university abroad tuni me say Cambridge or Oxford or LSE e wo ho obetumi de ne ba ko enti the interventions no boa se betumi amakuafo na nkasa no omu sika mu aye du na se sika mu ye du a ono so betumi apagya na setene mu obetumi akosi kuma se dan obetumi asi nkrandan ni bi ana sabe ne kura so wona ote ne kura no obetumi asi a decent home a ebese na fata no but on top of Sanya menyina no ade aban so eye bibi to better the lives. So for example yema ekuafo no solar lights o metin ne a kane ni ho no se de betua bright no makurase about 400 road contracts have been awarded to cocoa growing communities a betua mekuafo wo sa antemu ho no o mo kwan etumi apagya enti yes aban be ye general ones no but ye se obi ebe hye mo ada it is a one kasa. Well, because I made that so say what's a made that. You raise the revenue of farmers now. We did say cocoa kuenino. And you remember catch say tonam did na wonu maku. Onu ye.
It does. Could produce obetimi the normal na to adwa my why. Say bia obi pese ofra e betima take bet 1 or 2 questions.
Sure.
Now I know himself will be before so Ghana. Me a lot of observation.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
May they have a kakra.
But be no. Engineer better say I was here.
Disabled Nkolabi Mali, you see being so free different places. In fact, Misheshia be normally Accra. Many Kumasi there, to be honest with you, man humbi, sir. But Accra, the Omo baby I'll be driver for the Kukumuka Accra, say a circle or more hobby break. Ofala pass area when the traffic, but some of it are very risky so because they are on the road and out here only living condition now. Social welfare, what are they doing to help these vulnerable children out from their situation, almost current situation? Because now me watch back say circle bridge na se hono. Na me share yeah. What you say? Obi kro mu dware ye kra, I don't know. Me share that kusama. They say, how do you bath them? Is it your business?
So that, see, that's where the problem is. Social welfare comes in when akwala no onam kwan no oni awofo. But some akwala yin na no. All senses no. O maame ana o papa and even both parents. Ni tichu ni mali fo ya on be gu ye kroma on senses kai. Ubo no oncho no monitor. So for such a kid, there's little that the social welfare can do.
But Akolani is being neglected.
Well, I'm not too sure.
Street him all day.
See, I'm even looking at it from the security point of view. I mean, these are young men who be creature more to make any tarekan in who can in the munina. I'm here, I'll do a chikrana or the assembly. And there's a growing trend in Ghana, and they're worrying. And I think we quickly must find a way of arresting it. Prime areas Islay gone in Miami Bebrina. When you do traffic more na ranching young boys approach you car no e be great me down car so episka e dey kobo mbotom na mojide say e was say no e was say police crowd dem hujimu na etimi chichi sa nkwala na ye sa ne ma no. I mean dodo na e nkwala bonesem they come from homes but kakra ombedie ene nkwala bonesem kakra yesua obo na e begina kwan so na ye so I agree with you. There's a need for the state to do more, and at this point, I think it's the police that needs to take drastic action in arresting.
I think
those.
The Ministry of Gender for Krano at a point, I can say Nkwala Sankwalano, young free ho, and they will get rid of them. Minim Mpempenswa.
I could do.
Sasem na kwa kudu sisi. Them you say the ministry ne kan is government policy.
Yeah.
Government policy ni say any see a man kwada ho kwan ema omonenam basa sa egina ho. And te say the okan nkofo a omo free oman foforo so we nya Ghana for kwada. Eyi obi ene wakwakofa sa nkwada ni say
owo obi ni nam ho a.
Ode omo ba
aba say omo nya Ghana for.
Ode but say we Ghana ni a. We Ghana ni a we hu say we Ghana.
Free baby abalo.
Chad for your Google Chrome baby.
Who Ghana ni a we be Ghana we dey Ghana. The omo ye no emetia. Say obekwakofa kwada na ode ni bi di adwuma etisa. Enti say the ministry na aka no. The need akwan ni say abambofo no ebeboa ministry because in terms of say the emrane eye adwuma no the ministry on its own into sa na mo no the expectation say bambofo no ebebo nchidom na afro to me to sa na mo no nti ye hwe say ombedi ho adwuma but yes odi abai ye di ho komo no na e ka bambofo no say sa hawo no ene sa na mo to a ministry ni tu ye no we see the PA adwuma ni yi sa nkwada ni flow because it's risky say one we need that corona ko ba kwada bia wadie wu enye fe en nkwada ne kura no wonda achi akwada no betumi sabe asasra dia akopim da bai we need to give them something more meaningful to do
and you better have a short break na yasaba etiefo we you better have a short break we are not going to be long why you better sit here thank you.
At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about. How it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them. At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about. How it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them. At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about, how it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Thank you. Yeah, the massive ability for Asaba back. We the share system now MPP and DC. Therefore, obi a person obusa question, we betimi afreva, you be take 3 calls until we the first come first serve. Now you hear no therefore person obi say or person who the difference. MPP and DC on two almost there any the same. In terms of the management of the economy, corruption, everything in the country, almost difference. And you will be able to come from
Abba. In terms of management of the economy, Baku can say free SHS is possible. Baku say free SHS is very possible. That's a clear distinction.
But you will be free. Good evening, all. Me have calling free Italy. Good evening.
Hi.
Good evening. But you want a friend, I'm preferring.
Can you speak English?
Yes. Okay. Who is calling and where you calling from, please? Your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Latvia.
And you calling?
And I'm from Italy.
Okay. So you have a contribution or a question?
Okay.
Do you have a question or a contribution for Honorable? Sorry, if you are not going to. Okay. We cannot hear you, sorry.
There's a clear distinction. Obako can say free SHS is possible. Obako say free SHS is very possible. Yeah, ma will be an opportunity and the free SHS is possible and impossible. It is working, it is functioning. Young people are enjoying. Obako can say nursing training allowance and you're feasible into untubium. Bako so about the nursing training allowance, baba. Onye na why? Obako can say teacher training allowance and you're feasible. Obako can say teacher training allowance a bit me onye na why? And that shows clear distinction in the fight against corruption. That's never happened before. For the first time in our history, you're setting up a whole institution to fight corruption. And that is the Special Prosecutor's Office. Kaninona Ora Matiamidu Edanoa. And then
a lot of controversial statements.
Well, because he chose to be a journalist than a special prosecutor. Nidi any sena atrotro no na atrotro ne de. Jumana na e ahye ne sase womra no mesikita sase.
So who supervises, because Matiamidu over a lot of questions
the
came out.
The office is independent. You see, the entire,
so who supervises?
No. The entire Special Prosecutor Office, you see, and say, yet I will be say, Amanyofo, the scratch my back, I scratch your back. Inti pe ubia, say any pan, a juma would ya shen in son. But on year under the friend is the ambits of the president, and as the appointees are, I won't bet you way, you and you way. So it's independent. Because nya ukoko bi people kamia kwa say u si ne kwan na o ma ne kwan e ma ne nya na adwuma enti de na oye no the president takes any action and then it's seen as he's interfering e wo na adwuma oye no to the Special Prosecutor's Office ne de e adwuma o ya ma wo kwan no yesusu se wo pepa awodin ni de ani ana mutu
ye de adwuma na ma ne say ono so say onye God. So we should not expect a.
Possible so we don't say or no. about corruption and consumer.
But one a friend, after friend.
Hi.
Sorry, can you just go straight to the point, please? What is your question, or are you making contribution, or do you have a question? Can you be serious, please? Yeah. Go ahead.
My question is, how old are you?
Pardon?
How old are you?
How old I am? Oh, I cheer forever because this is medicine, Mr. Who are the quality of
Now, the issue about the new special prosecutor, and then as I can say, own to me, NC Ketashe, and why no quaffo. Say, only no quaffo, what you can say, because of my be any Biasima Ketashe proye, and Kosovo. Name the way and say, o make sure say court said here and Quebec coroner will be yen so obetwena so. It's like now let me be said one thing. It in kwalanke to aya woman. Had na yo mu boni because akwalake to obi a wedi be afe emfie mienu. Just na ni nyante ye. Enso oye boni a ehun so oye boni. E ye ni pesu se ni pa be ye boni. It is part of human say corruption. It may take place. If you have a special prosecutor, catch us a minimum. Me can't say maybe because I never special prosecutor and free neco. Corruption will be. Or yes, I don't know. Now he's not even living up to what nature expects of human. Name or catch us say, name no, we ya. Nasi dumu kukuro. And you bejo wojina, bejo wabrane. He's going to deal with it. Oyobia. Hu na ni dwumadie na dechere the practice the why no obi betua ka say gise waye adwuma na me hu de na de mimi nim de mami areshimu bi say enye se de ekokoye na se de enkonkoye se bi atwotwo ene de bia no radio sun komo no about ego, my personal ego. Maybe me say na mtio, maybe say na me ye me niemo, maybe say you. Nemum no, it will be more about adwuma no because he admits say abia na wo ho na say wo ho de a way and I was here to deal with it.
And of course in advanced countries like the UK every day it could happen, no, there are amending of laws and anti-money laundering one of the major issues in the UK. Training as a solicitor crowd, I say one of the SR say money laundering no. Even with your advanced technology, even with the advanced state number do crowd, still na keta say ekoso hasi. And the dia obit me akase obetwase. Nemum kwan bit me afaso bit me sisi sade we nyina no. And into na special prosecutor no. Nti me de o hwe how I was starting a juma, setting up a new office, ensuring say people will be can have easy access to only office niniama, creating a more friendly special prosecutors office because nimani bebre ekoso wo dem na se obi ama me bo amane anaso obi ameka no kra wo mu ankyere wa ye hunu de wo mu sabi yo ne meni obi ko hye dem na me jika kra hye me nsem na me ko sign krata ma no one but until say we have a system, a special prosecutor, accessible to Obia, and I think that's where he's going. You see, the fight against corruption, this government has indicated clearly, say, they have a solid plan for it, and they are doing it. And
now this special prosecutor,
yes.
So the difference.
Yes, of course. And then even in the fight against corruption, they introduced a special prosecutor's office. And then Oba, Ghana, one district, one factory. So you hear Babesi over 100 factories. And yeah, Bakubi could see no commander a dinner a sugar factory. And then I'm out for you who they be cocoa sector, Fiifi Kabibre. So until we try a buyer basso since 1992 basina. NPP abanye ba edwene ne manfo, and that is the difference. Kufuor baye or the national health insurance baye. Nanado Danko baye or the district aba or the free SHS aba or the NAPCO aba or the planting for food and jobs aba, and ne kwaya ye fasu edia edani ekroneni no. And it's so evident for everybody to see. You know, there's a clear distinction between NPP and NDC. NDC for the meaning say ubisa NDC ni kwa question ya obedient ya answer ma because it will not have anything tangible. And I do a boss agreement. Agreement. Sika wa ko di basa. At the appropriate time, state authorities are dealing with it. Na me o gidi say obi a we di bone bia no aban ensabe so ni mu edina delay. So there's a clear difference between NPP and NDC. And that is why even the standard of testing both parties, MPPD is different from NDC. Ghana for G2 say MPP for there, Sebio Omonime Jumano, and MPP ni boneke to ebia. You blow no senior, but sa bonne na NDC ni koya. Among for boom and go to because only say Yanum for there. Sa netie, say.
Now another question if one back would you say. I say Ghana yama scholarship for say nipa ba kusua de abroad na omo de aba boa. One, a number of them we are omo nyede onko back. And two, scholarship yama from 1957 to now, including the MPP administration period, any NDC period ni na. Ufema areas na ke ye hia enipa amom betimi cover. We don't get the people in those areas of skills. So for example, obi enya scholarship to study business studies. There are a lot of young people o maybe legon. My year business admin, business studies o mo wo bebre. So what can be done to help scholarship to be targeted by the government?
Well,
to solve our problems. In areas
the whole essence of scholarship mano. It can say to me for with diverse experience and exposure. Now can we say your fire warm room has a or more Indian committee me abwa akobaka. It is a young conform so mu free Ghana. A bahase kwa mafu for so kukusuya in India and that's what the kwa. It blends the experience, Am I to me a tumpo? It's any one of it. And more than chance concern I will be able to see as a concentration. It has changed. I know, for example, GMPC scholarship on Modemano. Now it is more geared towards science, maths, and technology. Now it is shifting. Of course, we still need Nkofor to do the humanities. But they say that the concentration, move from science, maths, and then I think vocation. So it is moving. Rather than you're concentrating on the yemi name with me abua because we realize that on mining puntu and they said we are air kono. You don't just unhian kofo a humanities lepe. Then you unhian and kofo almost a year and year ma IT is ruling the world now. So say we share the top 10 companies in the world most of them are IT companies. The Amazons, the Googles, the Facebook, and the likes. How many ruling the world? It is your minus all this council, all the time of which is on Kugusu in India, setting the whole house of the world. And it is changing. But to me, Ansah Opoku say overnight, I think you'll be all humanities biano. The issue about say Mebuni Besunya de we are person on the corner. Those people.
What does that mean? Say it for Betias.
What do Ansah Opoku scholarship say Brayuki Besunya de? What do Sasha Kratasi say me Fiifi Boafo? My job to me say me go Cambridge. Akwa kusuya ade. Na ade a me kwa kusuya no. Me wia e wasa me baga na be ye adwuma emfie me ensa ko mfie num. Ansana me pese me free o man ni mu kokko be foforo kwa ye adwuma metumi akọ. enti saa nkwadaa ni nyinaa no obi aba abesua de wa ha owie na sa wankɔ a wato mmra enti saa ɛyɛ asodie da wɔn so so obeye sa minimum de e na no na me ne
what is the punishment so obi abesua de scholarship secretary and amount scholarship abesua de wa anko back because oba any I can tell you UK how besua fees are more likely the person will not be going back because they will also be offered something that may be more attractive. America.
I mean, Usubayo.
Yeah, Ghana for no cry. What has he no? It's me frozen. Hey, Adia, we would call Ghana when you're Jumantina has he. That's
the truth because Nippon Wobano and Kawuni and Wadena would be called. Or mine on the attitude more room. Any the abo the way and oh at say obi a ye de abusua sika e de amount say jene ko school o je abusua sika wie na de ko school wie ya o say de me class for dem ma ho bi o metenkan me ma wie that is the attitude inti o say yanka sanso your sister say see the sika de amama but I also have another school of thought and then your buying policy that school of thought I may want to say obi ya even though kebeye se nipa no ebetumi aba abeboa oman ne chichire wo but ye comfort ye training won so no omodoso so why don't we for example have a system in place ye de wo abba school e wo UK wo abesua de usua wie ye no you have a lucrative offer no betumi aboa wo but sa of until the emma o de na UK na ye wadwuma na mum e wo se sika bi wo ho a tuade kofi we to me so the aboa afoforo we training because unemployment is one of the problems I work say on mine enti say ye mabu no ye tumi atete binom e mo eye omo skill set a o metumi anya kwanya wo be foforo o ma foforo so a at least nanke ya te unemployment situation so and se nipa no oba e wa me ware nipa fufuru bi of course the preference as to obi abeware de your choice but say oware Ghana ni ne papa wo Ghana ne maame wo Ghana ni nuanom wo Ghana de tie bi an say de Ghana for ye tie no te say de wo tie say yi wo hwa ne afro wo fa ase no ne ho mfa no you remit money back home and it's it's another way of also taking back money into our system.
Thank you. You have one last question. Now, a land dispute in Ghana. We say UK and more different countries abroad. We do our task. I say, we who are not here. We need to consider that. We have to see that also. And also, we're hearing that time. Nipa mi. What is the government doing? Because also no ama some sadness. Any binuma building a person coffee, but only that crocosy will be actually force. What is the government doing about these things? This land dispute in this animal.
It's challenging, and kakra me can say. I thought that you fail to seek proper counsel. So over twice as year, you need to go through a solicitor.
Yes.
So it's a solicitor that deals and handles all your
yes.
But when you come to Ghana, it is different. You will know a sentence can be sent without going through the normal procedure. Also call lands, or search, on your search, and making sure assassin yet no documents no they don't do all of these things. And we have one major challenge. Two, the proper records are in internet and send them a buying at the back is how to digitalize the land registry.
It's part of the land administrative project.
Yes. Our more and then send them lands commission penny inaugurate and idea back what they share one say quickly we should find a way of making sure say the land registry will be digitalized across the country. It will toss us and then now doing that's why we'll be able to make COCOBOD search. No one say but what I would say is say trust us or Ghana and I to Japan or Ghana go through the right process. Spend a little more and make sure say lawyer ni bi anaasɛ obi a ɔwɔ saa deɛ no ho nimdeɛ no ebetumi ayɛ research bi ama wo ansa na odi osika akɔhyɛm ɛnyɛ saa obi de o says ɛbɛda no 9. I mean, it's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. It was happening in the UK until this whole land registry system no finding a way of registering all lands. Ghana is also taking that part, and very soon no, it will be a thing of the past. But like I said, there's a caution. What to us as here, making sure say you go through the right process and get the right person to deal for you.
We are now. Message more the people of Mpraeso Eastern region. You say hometown a Kwahu Obomi. Yes. Kwahu Obomi.
Yeah, Obomi.
Kwahu Obomi. Oh, message any UK also no. Message Ghanaian community.
Oh, yeda obi biara se na teacher ni odoso nkwa Ghana for UK ekire ewofie. Otumu say obi wo UK a the distance between her to Ghana no and yet be a because every day you keep in touch with relatives back home, and we are appreciative of that. And they are nana ladies focus here. Utubuhunu say
nana ladies.
Yes.
And the moment about
one Lady Gaga ne antise one onyina ye share one kama any wafa nana one yeah wafa nana one. It tells you they are more concerned about what is happening in Ghana. And yadamasi bebre. Yabesa da yenuanum kofo nyina ase. The teacher ne MCIA no Emmanuel Atafori senior. Mampenia sa boni din se ombeto na adwuma so. De ese no so Nyankopon man sa hoɔden no na onto so emfanye na adwuma se ne ese ne efata. De betwa to ne se menu akɔ ni bi wa ase. And oba Nordland na on the secretary or chapter na no. A friend Edson yeng friend bounce unim no and then awoda
okay
and then we dwane akɔhye Birmingham ya bahase a we dwane akɔhye Birmingham and originally
yes ko for penige
enige de ye unju ni obewu ntem
yes
unju ni obewu ntem ye dwuma bebre a so yi kakra to nkyɛn na odigi wani enti yɛda nase bebre yɛsrɛ Nyankopɔn emma no saa dom no onye ne kese na mogidi se abiri bia no se ne oye mayen se ne fata no na ye twatwo pa de ye besa da MPP UK branch organizer
okay
ora Richmond Boatin dodo na friend Kwame Boatin
yes
abranti ye bodwuma fat party no wa jesi ne sere so a oye ne duma as organizer o ko chapter by chapter Obiaba will make sure say you have a feel of the MPP in the UK. Okay. Na yes, let's say on to na juma so. Na ombo na juma onye na juma send ya fata. Ye gina eta na chi. Enti na program bia oton safra bia e wasi ye ba. Enti ye da na se bebre e wo send ya one source of party ni mu e wo ha. London has UK.
Yeah, na wasi bebre. Yeah, and also Mr. Boafo also will be for 1 Ghana and COCOBOD and then 2 Ghana community UK or message for them in particular the youth
well the American they check Ghana for ne say omani yi na ye dia ye wo enema said ye hwehwe no no enye sa pepepe ne nsaka nanso me de me wugidi pa se si tu anamon a ebetumi ayi aban ni so ade hunu fa kokko adwuma ho going forward and say you be industrialize the cocoa sector no inti se say aban boa enkofo a obo pese omo eteni cocoa into different products ya enkofo a wunindie how to make chocolates artisanal chocolates enomne ade we encourage sa enkofo wo say nindie be it a chef and also a smaller company how person produce you know betumi aboa sa enkofo because say obi wo UK or say nindie na oba no so bibia adwuma bi etesa e wo Ghana ebi kan ebema value addition about cocoa na you produce wo Ghana nim etoso mienu ye nuanom a akosku akosua catering no ebi nim betumi enya adwuma aye na at the unemployment na ye wono so nti ebe hye sa ankofo ni nkran se akwenya wo ho de mai se betumi aye ye kura so eti aye se ubiase nyina no Ghana cocoa are the best in the world
the quality no we ntumi fa omanfo bi ade entoto ho enti yen de no e be sha amanfo ho kran Ghana for eyi koso anya do e wo yen man ni mo ho na we shouldn't rule it out so any man koso de yehwehwe no say for example oko Africa to kwan ko Africa we travel around Africa you be proud say we Ghana bi say o to kwan from African countries are say ubenya odosun ku bi say we Ghana bi but of course ye no ye mfa ye ho ntoto sebe o do ho ntoto akwati ade a obeka say we giant ye de ho ntoto ho a akọ anim pa no and na mpesa ti say ye nu to say UK Canada US Japan but the year kono with the support of everybody yin na kan ho bom ni ye ya e be ye that's what akwanya de man say and we invite you to your studio maybe this uncle so yes it's your Ghana for nyina na yen koso ane no ye man be koso na asom ye so
yes we da wasi bebre yeah wo Omega Live TV nyina Mr. Bedu Joe Bedu Brajo yes Brajo any sister da so a nyina wa ha producer and producing team nyina wa ha ti da wasi any CEO Joe Bedu and now after so
sister da so dey say no computer echi now dan ne man kwa say
Mr. Fiifi Boafo we are head of public affairs for COCOBOD da wasi bebre and Honorable Davis Ansah also da wasi bebre MP for Mpraeso etiefo we dey ye di jumade ni beba ewe ne ye da mase for mo contribution and my say thank you very much and good night everyone.
At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about. How it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.